Welcome, learner, to our human resource management subject. In our lesson today, we are continuing with the foundational theories of human resource management. And today we are looking at another interesting theory, that is the resource-based theory. The resource-based theory suggests that resources that are valuable, rare, difficult to imitate, and non-substitutable best position a firm or an organization for long-term success. These strategic resources can provide the foundation to develop firm capabilities that can lead to superior performance over time. J. Barney is considered by many scholars as the father of modern resource-based view. So this theory, learner, is very instrumental to underpin the thinking of human resource management practitioners and scholars, in the sense that it provided and suggested an avenue and put in place a thinking that human resource management has used over time to be able to look at the kind of resources the organization can develop in comparison with its competitors. And according to this theory, if a firm is to develop those four aspects, there is the element of valuable, rare, difficult to imitate, and non-substitutable, then the firm can position itself over time to be able to achieve superior performance through capabilities that it has built. What is critical for us to note here is that this theory supports the inward-looking approach, where an organization should look for competitiveness from inside, not from outside. Look at the resources you have as an organization. Try to look at how you can refocus the capabilities that organization has. You can develop that and be able to compete effectively, but using internal resources. So what are some of the characteristics of strategic resources? We have talked about long-term success, strategic resources. So you have what you call characteristics of strategic resources. What are some of the characteristics of strategic resources? And these are the characteristics that an organization has to focus on to ensure that these particular resources are clearly articulated, clearly developed. So one, we have indicated that one of the characteristics of strategic resources is that these resources are expected to be valuable. These resources are expected to be valuable resources inside the organization. Number two, these resources are expected to be rare. If resources are readily available, then those ones are not categorized as strategic resources according to this particular theory. Then number three, strategic resources are expected to be difficult to imitate. And finally, number four, those particular strategic resources that an organization is supposed to build should be non-substitutable. Non-substitutable. So this is what those who support this theory of the resource-based theory argue, that if an organization can look inward, okay, so an organization can look at the inward resources. So These resources are supposed to be valuable. These resources are supposed to be rare. These resources are supposed to be difficult to imitate. These resources are non-substitutable. So once an organization identifies and builds the capabilities from internal sources, then that organization can be said to be able to at least achieve long-term success over its competitors in the markets in which it operates and so on. So what are some of the uses of resource-based theory? Uses of the resource-based theory. What are some of the areas in which the resource-based theory can be used? So the way we have seen that the resource-based theory looks at the internal competencies, internal resources that an organization has, then can focus, the resource-based theory can help an organization to focus on organizational internal resources. Number one, can help an organization to focus on internal organizational resources. Now, looking at this from the human resource point of view, now the people, okay, for example, people or human resources, people or human resources. An organization can develop its people or its staff in such a way that those staff can, for example, be rare. They can be valuable, and they could be difficult to imitate in terms of the kind of training that organization subjects these workers to. So that is one way of helping an organization develop. Then the other one is assist an organization to develop unique resources. Assist an organization to develop unique resources. So the underpinnings of this human resource-based theory, can help an organization to be able to look at how it can develop unique internal resources to be able to compete and be capable of doing things that its competitors cannot do. Then this can also help in identification of needed competencies. An organization can now be able to look inward and be able to identify identification of needed competencies, so that the organization now knows we need technicians, we need laboratory staff, we need radiology staff, for example. So this theory can be able to assist an organization identify the competencies that that particular organization requires to be able to at least build its strategic resources, as we have indicated there. Then this can also help an organization in strategy formulation, helps in strategy formulation, because remember, these strategic resources are supposed to help an organization in the long term, okay? In the long term. So if an organization now develops a strategy, that organization can be able to develop a strategy and focus 15 years, 20 years from now and so on. Then an organization can also be able to maybe focus on attaining a competitive advantage. Is it? Number 6, improving on quality standards. Improving on quality standards. And then if you have an organization that is focusing on the resource-based theory, that organization can be able to improve on quality standards, because the quality standards that that organization adopts may help that particular organization to compete effectively in the market. And then number 7, distinguish an organization from its competitors. Distinguish an organization from its competitors. So that again is one of the areas where the resource-based theory can be able to assist an organization. Then there is also the aspect of choice of human resource management practices to be adopted in an organization. Also number 9, to guide research in management and related areas. So that one can also be one of the areas where the resource-based theory can be able to be used in relation to carrying out research to find what underpins performance in relation to different arrangements and so on, and also determination of success factors in an organization. So, dear learner, these ones are just some of the areas in which the resource-based theory can be used, and we can be able to summarize them very quickly. Today we have looked at the resource-based theory, and we have indicated that the resource-based theory postulates or suggests that resources that are valuable, rare, difficult to imitate, and non-substitutable best position a firm for long-term success. These strategic resources can provide the foundation to develop capabilities that can lead to superior performance over time. J. Barney, as we have seen, is considered by many scholars to be the father of modern resource-based view. We have looked at the characteristics of strategic resources, and we have said there are 4 characteristics, and 1, they should be valuable, rare, difficult to imitate, and non-substitutable. So those ones are the 4 characteristics of strategic resources that an organization needs to identify and develop. And what you need to know, learner, these are focusing on internal resources. So this particular theory looks at the internal resources and how an organization can look inward to be able to compete. And what are some of the uses of the resource-based theory? We have indicated number 1, can help an organization to focus on internal organizational resources like people or human resources. Number 2, assist an organization to develop unique resources. Number 3 can help identification of needed competencies. Number 4 helps in strategy formulation, especially focusing on the long run or long term. Number 5, focus on attaining a competitive advantage. Number 6, improving quality standards. Number 7, distinguish an organization from its competitors. Number 8, choice of human resource management practices to be adopted in an organization. And number 9, to guide research in management and related areas. And then number 10, another use of the resource-based theory. It can be used in the determination of success factors in an organization. So Lana, those are some of the areas where the human resource based theory or the resource-based theory can be used in HR or human resource and other areas. So before we finish our lesson, you have an assignment that you need to work on. Assignment. And your assignment, Lana, is analyze the application of the resource-based theory, Analyze the applications of the resource-based theory. So Lana, we have come to the end of another interesting lesson where we were looking at the foundational theories of human resource management. And in our lesson today, we have concentrated on resource-based theory, where we have looked at what is meant by the resource-based theory, who was the founder or father of this theory, and we have said was J. Burney. We have looked at the characteristics of strategic resources, and we have looked at the uses of resource-based theory, where we have looked at the first one, which is it can help an organization focus on the internal organizational resources like people or human resources. And the 10th one was determination of success factors in an organization. And we have finally wrapped up our lesson today by looking at an assignment that is analyze the applications of the resource-based theory. Thank you very much for being attentive.